Welcome to a journey through the darkest corners of the cosmos, where the laws of physics seem to warp into nightmares, and the scale of destruction defies human comprehension. We begin our descent with number 10, zombie stars. In the classical model of stellar evolution, death is supposed to be final. Yet astronomers have uncovered a terrifying anomaly that violates this rule, the Type 1ax supernova. First confirmed in 2013 with the observation of SN 2012Z in the NGC 1309 galaxy. These are stars that have literally survived their own suicide. Usually, when a white dwarf triggers a supernova, the thermonuclear detonation is absolute, obliterating the star entirely. However, in these rare asymmetrical explosions, the star refuses to die. It ejects matter violently, but leaves a battered, scarred core behind, a cosmic revenant that continues to shine. It is estimated that up to 30% of what we previously thought were total stellar deaths are actually these partial explosions, meaning the galaxy is littered with these undead stars, forcing us to ask if even the finality of death is merely a suggestion in the vastness of space. Moving closer to home at number 9, we encounter galactic cannibalism. We often view our Milky Way as a stable, majestic spiral, but in reality, it is a voracious predator built on the graveyards of smaller galaxies. Right now, at this very moment, our galaxy is physically tearing apart and digesting the Sagittarius dwarf spheroidal galaxy. The night sky hides the evidence of this violence in plain sight. Structures like the Helmy Stream are essentially the crumbs left over from previous meals, vast ribbons of stars that once belonged to independent cosmic nations. The horror here is twofold. Not only are we the eaters, but we are also the meal. In 4.5 billion meters, the Milky Way will collide with Andromeda, a chaotic merger that will fling solar systems into the void and crush gas clouds into birthing frenzies, proving that on a galactic scale, survival is a game of consumption, where entire civilizations could be erased simply because their host galaxy was swallowed by a larger one. This violence brings us to number 8, rogue black holes. While we typically imagine black holes as stationary anchors at the centers of galaxies, there exists a nomadic class of these monsters. These are stellar corpses that were kicked out of their birthplaces by asymmetrical supernova explosions, now wandering the interstellar dark at speeds exceeding 1.5 million kilometers per hour. Confirmed in 2022 through gravitational microlensing, these invisible predators traverse the galaxy completely undetected. Unlike a star that we can see approaching, a rogue black hole emits no light. It is a phantom that reveals itself only when it is too late, distorting starlight or tearing a planetary system apart with its gravity. With an estimated 100 million of them drifting through the Milky Way, the mathematical probability of one passing through our solar system is non-zero. It wouldn't even need to hit Earth. A mere flyby through the Oort cloud could destabilize our orbit and rain comets down upon us, a silent assassin striking from the dark. Yet the danger might be staring us in the face, as we see with number 7, solar superflares. We assume our sun is a stable, benevolent life-giver, but historical data trapped in tree rings from 774 CE reveals that it is capable of violence far beyond modern experience. These superflares are thousands of times more powerful than anything recorded in the electrical age. If such an event occurred today, the initial blast of radiation would strip away parts of our atmosphere, followed by an electromagnetic pulse that would fry every circuit on the daylight side of the Earth. We narrowly missed a catastrophe in 2012, when a coronal mass ejection of this magnitude tore through Earth's orbit just 1 week after our planet had moved on. The realization that our entire technological civilization exists at the mercy of a volatile ball of plasma, which could send us back to the pre-industrial age in a matter of hours, is a sobering reminder of our fragility. As we venture further into the unknown, we encounter phenomena that challenge the very architecture of reality. Number 6 is the Boötes Void, a region of space that serves as a chilling monument to nothingness. Discovered in 1981, this almost perfectly spherical expanse stretches 330 million light-years across, a distance that defies the imagination. In a standard region of space of this magnitude, statistical models dictate there should be roughly 10,000 galaxies. In the Boötes Void, we have found fewer than 60. It is known as the Great Nothing, a cosmic desert so vast that if the Milky Way were suspended in its center, we wouldn't have known other galaxies existed until the 1960s. The terror of the void lies in its unnatural perfection. The sphere is so clean, so empty, that fringe theories have seriously proposed it is the result of a Type 3 civilization harvesting stars and clearing the neighborhood, a galactic renovation project on a godlike scale. While scientists seek natural explanations like merging voids, the visceral reaction to looking into this abyss is one of profound isolation. From the empty, we move to the incredibly dense with number 5, Magnetars. These are the undisputed kings of cosmic violence, a rare class of neutron stars with magnetic fields 1 quadrillion times stronger than Earth's. To understand the lethality of a magnetar, you must understand that its power is not just about radiation, it is about the structural integrity of matter itself. If a magnetar were to drift within 1,000 kilometers of Earth, its magnetic field would override the bioelectrical bonds holding your body together, dissolving you atom by atom instantly. We witnessed a fraction of this power in 2004 when a flare from a magnetar 50,000 light-years away compressed Earth's magnetic field and ionized our upper atmosphere. That energy was released in a tenth of a second, yet it equaled what our Sun produces in 100,000 years. These stars also suffer from star quakes, cracking their solid crusts and venting gamma rays that sterilize anything nearby, making them the most volatile minefields in the galaxy. But even magnetars pale in comparison to the ancient engines of destruction known as number 4, quasars. First misunderstood as faint stars in the 1960s, quasars are actually the feeding frenzies of supermassive black holes in the early universe. When these black holes consume matter, the friction in their accretion disks heats up to millions of degrees, creating a beacon that outshines the entire host galaxy. The true horror of a quasar is the focused relativistic jet, a beam of ionized matter blasting out at near light speed, sometimes extending for millions of light-years. The jet from quasar PKS 0637752 is 5 times longer than the Milky Way galaxy itself. If a planet were caught in the path of this death ray, its atmosphere would be stripped and its surface scorched to glass instantly. While most quasars are relics of the distant past, the supermassive black hole at the center of our own galaxy, Sagittarius A, is currently dormant. However, should it ever find a rich source of fuel, it could reignite, turning the heart of our galaxy into a blazing furnace of radiation, reminding us that we live in the suburbs of a sleeping monster. We arrive now at the final trinity of cosmic terrors, forces so vast they dictate the fate of the universe itself. Number 3 is the gamma-ray burst, the universe's ultimate sniper rifle. These events, marking the birth of black holes or the collision of neutron stars, release more energy in seconds than our Sun will emit in its entire 10 billion-year lifespan. For decades, they were a mystery to military satellites, but now we know them as the heralds of doom. A GRB occurring within a few thousand light-years of Earth, if the beam were pointed at us, would not just be a bright flash, it would be an extinction event. The gamma radiation would instantly obliterate the ozone layer, leaving all surface life exposed to lethal solar UV radiation. Some paleontologists believe the Ordovician mass extinction 440 million years ago was caused by such a burst, silently sterilizing the planet. With one detectable GRB occurring somewhere in the universe every day, it is a game of cosmic roulette. We are simply lucky that the gun hasn't been pointed at us in human history. Yet while GRBs are sudden, number 2, the Great Attractor, is a slow, inexorable doom. Deep in the direction of the Centaurus and Hydra constellations, something is pulling us. It is dragging the Milky Way, Andromeda, and thousands of other galaxies towards it at 14 million miles per hour. The terrifying part is that we cannot see what it is. It lies in the zone of avoidance, hidden behind the thick dust clouds of our own galaxy's plane. We are rushing blindly into a trap we cannot observe. Recent theories suggest it is a massive concentration of galaxy clusters, a superstructure of gravity, but even that doesn't fully account for the speed at which we are moving. We are moths flying into a flame we are forbidden to see, caught in a gravitational river that flows one way. Finally, we reach the edge of comprehension with number 1, the dark flow. If the Great Attractor is a local mystery, dark flow is a violation of the laws of the universe. In 2008, researchers found that galaxy clusters across the entire visible cosmos are drifting in the same direction at incredible speeds, as if being pulled by a massive structure that sits outside our observable universe. This challenges the cosmological principle that the universe should be uniform. Instead, it suggests that our observable reality, this bubble of 93 billion light-years, is merely a tiny island in a much larger, perhaps infinite, ocean. Something titanic is out there, beyond the cosmic horizon where light has not had time to reach us, and it is reeling us in. It forces us to confront the possibility that our universe is just one of many, leaking gravity across the membrane of reality, or that there are structures of such impossible size that our entire cosmos is just a speck of dust caught in their wake. The dark flow confirms that no matter how much we learn, we are small, we are drifting, and the greatest forces in existence are forever beyond our view.